Bang, let's get it. Julio Rodriguez over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs. Over the last 10 games is hitting at 80%. He averages 2.5 hit runs and RBIs over that span. He faces off against Dean Martin. He doesn't have any history against Dean Martin. However, I'm taking the over. Julio Rodriguez, 1.5 hit runs, RBIs. Next, this man been on fire. This is Cal Riley. Oh no, what's going on? This is Cal Riley over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs. Over 5 straight, the bat is hot. I think he leads the league in home runs, or he's at the top. I'll take him to hit a home run as well. Also, he faces off against Dean Martin. And Cal Riley does have, I think he has a little bit of history. No, he only has one at bat. Probably didn't get a hit, but still, you go with the hot bat, especially Dean Martin giving up damn near 4 earned runs per 9 innings pitched. Cal Riley over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Yo, Jose Ramirez over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Jose Ramirez faced over the last 10 games is hitting at 80%. He averages 3 hit runs and RBIs over that span. He faces off against Bailey Ober. Let's see if he has any history against Bailey. And he does have 22 at bats. He's batting .318 versus him. Went yard once, got 3 RBI. Jose Ramirez to go over 1.5 HRR. Next, I got Jarren Duran. To go over 1.5 HRR. In 4 straight games, he went crazy against Atlanta in the last game. Faces off against Singer. Not sure if he has. I didn't check real quick. Does he have any history against Singer? 2 at bats. Looked like he went 1 for 1. He's a hot bat. Well, his bat is just heating up as you look at the last 10 games, but still he's been going crazy. His average is at 2.5 over the last 10. That's because he has multiple games with over 2 hit runs and RBI. Jarren Duran over. I got Pete Crow. Where you at? I got Pete Crow Armstrong also over 1.5 HRR. He went stupid against the White Sox. I think this is the last game against the White Sox, or did they switch already? No. They're playing against the Marlins. The Marlins. They're playing against the Marlins, and then Cabrera's on the mound. He has no history versus Cabrera. Damn it. I had to make sure I'm looking at the right shit. Anyway, Pete Crow, not as hot of a bat. He does average 3 hit runs and RBIs over the last 10, but he had 1 game with 12, 1 game with 5. We take the over here, 1.5 hit runs and RBI. I got a couple of WNBA plays on this bitch. Skylar Diggins, this was a sharp play that I saw earlier. I think her assist line is at 5.5. She did not cover it in her first game out. She had 4 assists in that loss. She had 4 assists in a blowout loss to Phoenix. 5.5. It's a good spot for a straight play that I thought I saw. I mean, not straight play. All the straight books have it juiced to the over. So I do like it if I could get the bitch on Dabble or Prize Picks. At Prize Picks, the bitch is at 6, and I don't think it's on Dabble. I think that's why I pulled the line up. I like it over, but it depends where we're playing it at. I don't like it at -155 on Hard Rock, though. I got Erica Wale. Erica Wale rebounds and assists at 7.5. Listen, she didn't go over in her first game either. She had 6 rebounds and assists, but I think 5 straight games versus Seattle, she's covered this line. You know, we're looking at historical data on game 2 at the WNBA season. Yeah, you get it. But for those of you who want any data versus Seattle, 5 straight games, going over 7.5 rebounds and assists, bang, let's get it. Yo, those are my plays from pickfinder.app. You see the shit scrolling. Use code RICO. Use code ReallyRico for 10% off for life. Hey, that's free cash to play with for first-time users. If you download Dabble, use code RICO and get that $25 just for signing up. Bang, let's get it. Let's hop over to Daily Grind Fantasy and see what they do on some sharp shit. Yo, shout out to the New York Knicks and the Minnesota Timberwolves for going to the NBA Finals. I'm on Prize Picks with it. I was going to do some esports shit, but I looked through and I was going to dig them up. But because I got enough plays from Pickfinder for the MLB, I'm not going to do that. I thought I didn't have shit as I was going to start my video earlier, but let's go over to Dabble with it because I want to see if they popped off anything. There was no value on Dabble earlier on Daily Grind Fantasy. I don't know why the internet going slow, but they need to tighten the fuck up. And again, there is no value. Let me put my data points on just to make sure that I'm looking at the most valuable plays according to multiple books. And there isn't a ton of value. And again, these plays are for Tuesday, Wednesday. I guess I wait for Monday night to drop plays from that. But with that said, this look like that's all that I have, because the NBA games are Tuesday and Wednesday. Tomorrow's Monday. Those are my MLB plays for Monday's MLB slate, and a couple of WNBA plays on that bitch. I'm ReallyRico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.